1002. Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. We have more with director Ingmar Bergman straight ahead, and it's the movie which brought Bergman his second consecutive Academy Award for making what Hollywood Academy members judged to be the year's best foreign language film. Now, the first time Bergman won that award was for the 1960 film The Virgin Spring. Then the very next year, Bergman won again for the film we have for you coming right up. It is Through a Glass Darkly. It was made in 1961. It was actually the start of what became known as Bergman's metaphysical trilogy. The other two movies in that trilogy being 1962's Winter Light, which we'll be showing later tonight, and the 1963 film The Silence. And with these movies, Bergman explores the basic need that humans have for emotional and spiritual connections, but does so using a much simpler, more introspective style of filmmaking than he'd ever used before. According to Bergman, Through a Glass Darkly was partially inspired by the emotions that he himself was feeling at the time. He'd recently remarried his new wife, the concert pianist Cabby Lorite. He said they cared a great deal about each other, but they had a lot of trouble communicating. And from that situation, Bergman made this film, which turned out to be one of his most personal, most acclaimed, and certainly most accessible. The film stars two of Bergman's favorite performers, Max von Sydow and Harriet Anderson, playing a husband and wife. The wife is a troubled young woman, recently released from a mental hospital, spending the summer with her husband, her father, and her younger brother in a remote cabin on Sweden's Baltic coast. And that's also where the film was shot, on the island of Fårö. And Bergman immediately fell in love with Fårö so completely, he not only shot several more films there, but eventually built his permanent home in Fårö. It's also where he died at the age of 89 in the year 2007. But here from 1961, Through a Glass Darkly.